right, we are all set up. Hello there. It is now well into summer here in Chicago. I am sweating my butt off. You can tell it's hot because I'm now wearing my chunky watches again. For some reason, when it gets really hot and gross in Chicago, the chunky watches come right on. And today we are going to do some Sotol. And then some. Broadly spirits from Chihuahua, I guess. Sotol is one of those categories I always feel like I should be doing more reviews of because it's fascinating. It's the spirit made from the other distinctive desert plant of Mexico, the desert spoon, Desilirion. One of my favorite animes, by the way. Sorry, I will stop with the terrible jokes. If you are looking for an answer to the kind of sustainability, ecological issues that come up in mezcal and tequila, Desert Spoon is not your answer. It takes about as long to grow. Has a lot of the same issues, to be honest. But it is a very, very interesting alternative to mezcal, and there are now a whole bunch on the market. But here's the thing. Folks in Chihuahua don't just distill Sotol. Like, that would be silly, because there's other stuff around that's growing. They will also just, make booze from agave as well. Because why not? And so, along with some Sotols in this, we've got some I don't know if you can even call them mezcals. Some agave spirits as well. And then there's one here, which is very special indeed. And I'm super duper pumped to try it. So most of these, 5 of these, are from a relatively recent bottler, Sotol Parejo, which is basically centered around 2 distiller brothers, the Fernández brothers, Juan and Bienvenido. And they are in the town of Madera, and they distill a bunch of really cool stuff. And then just for kicks, I got one at the end, which is from Sotoleros, but it is not a Sotol. This is from Batopilas, further south. So these guys are kind of northwest Chihuahua. This is more southwest. And more information as it comes. Let us start out with a Wheeleri. Actually, 2 Wheeleris from... this one was distilled by Juan. This is lot 1 of Juan's Wheeleri, distilled June 2023, 47.3%. Wheeleri is kind of... It's not an exact comparison. You can think of it as like the Espadin of Sotol. It's the most common species you'll see used for distillation. All right, here we go. But this was wild Wheeleri. This was forest Wheeleri. So, I love Sotol. And there's an interesting component I often get. Well, I guess with Sotols in general, but particularly Wheeleris, which is a kind of grainy spearmint character. There is a frosted shredded wheat with fresh spearmint sprinkled on top thing. And let me tell you something. Wheat whiskey fans, I know you're not watching this. Maybe there's like 2 wheat whiskey fans watching this video. But if you're watching this, you need to pay attention because, if you like that minty frosted mini wheats note you get in, I don't know, your Bernheims and stuff, like that style, you need to try some Sotols because it is all over the place. And this is just a great classic example. But it's also other things going on too. Like it smells like Mexico. Like this smells like a Mexican spirit. There is what is that? A little bit of hardwood smoke, but a little bit of just like ashtray too. But nice. Like ashtray where someone's been smoking some really expensive cigarettes into. Hardwood smoke. What kind of hardwood? Something lighter. Maybe some. Not hickory. Well, actually, maybe there's like 10% hickory in there, but the rest is kind of lighter stuff. Maybe chestnut, maybe some cherry wood. Certainly some ashiness in this. And the graininess is crazy. Like, if you handed this to me blind, my first thought would genuinely be, well, not my first thought, but somewhere in the back of my brain I'd be wondering, is this like grain distillate? Because there is a little bit of that. A touch of like freshly mowed grass as well. Something floral, but it's not actually florals. It's almost like spring honey, very light honey, linden honey maybe. But then you have the ash kind of mixed into that. Oh, this is fun. Just some, I don't know, topsoil, fresh topsoil. Little touches of citrus, lime peel, maybe. A certain nuttiness to this, too. There's some mashed macadamia, maybe. I mean, you're well in the orbit of, like, traditional Mexican spirits. We're in the orbit of mezcal and bacanora and all that stuff, but it's really its own thing as well. On the palate, this is what I want to be drinking on a hot ass Chicago summer day. Wow, that has got some presence to it. Let me start with a complaint. This isn't that complex. It's got complexity. You have got the wheat whiskey notes. So take some frosted shredded wheat, toast it up a little bit, sprinkle some fresh spearmint on it, put that in your mouth, and then you're going to throw in some topsoil and some really expensive cigarette ash, whiff of kind of hardwood smoke. Some applewood. Maybe that's what I'm getting. Maybe like applewood and a hint of hickory, something like that. Little citrus peel. I think I'm going to go with lime, but it's very subtle. Florals, touch of like clump of grass. Actually, some chocolate too. Some like just like dry cacao. So it actually has some complexity. I'm sorry, I'm lying, but it doesn't feel like it has what's impressed me about this is the complexity is in like a far third place to the mouth presence and the deliciousness factor. This is very delicious. This is super duper yummy. It presents very, very sweet, actually. Like I know everything I just named is very savory, but this feel like it. Oh God! It's just imagine a burned herbal frosted shredded wheat popsicle. That's what this tastes like. But the most impressive thing is the mouth presence. This has tremendous texture. It really kind of coats my entire mouth with herbaceous floral ashiness. And it just hangs and hangs and hangs. It's even getting back and tickling my tonsils a fair bit. This is very impressive. What's more impressive is I can see this hitting a lot of palates. Like, there's a lot of people that would be into this. There's, so agave nerds, absolutely. But also, whiskey nerds would be into this. Like American whiskey people, particularly the wheat whiskey fans, check this out. I could even see rum nerds getting it. This is very good stuff. But I need to move on because we are almost 10 minutes into this. I'm going to give it a squirt of water. Oh, and it's 47.39, which I don't think I mentioned before. Let's move on. to our second Wheeleri, and this is from the Juan's brother, Bienvenido, and this is a hair bit stronger, 49.78% alcohol by volume. Let's see what Bienvenido has got. Oof. I mean, it's a similar mix of characteristics. Oof. Splashed me. I don't know what happened there. I got a little splashback. But it feels like this is more herbal and more floral than that was. This is really focused on the sweetness and the ash, and the mint is really adding character. This really smells like I just stuck my face into like an herb garden. Yeah, so there's spearmint, lemongrass, lots of florals, wildflowers. There's some even some soap, like expensive, nice soap. But then you still got that grainy thing, the frosted shredded wheat thing. A little bit of like a vegetable drawer kind of thing. Green pepper, asparagus. I mean, I guess desert spoon is a species of asparagus. That's not a huge shock. There is a whiff of that kind of hardwood smoke thing, but it's not as ashy. White pepper, lemon peel, lime peel. I'm not getting ash, but I am getting some tobacco. Not smokable tobacco. This is freshly picked, like Virginia's, like just green stuff before you dry it out. Interesting. So overall, yeah, much more green, but and a little bit more austere. But I also like this on the palate. I have a line. I have a line. I adore flowers in spirits. I absolutely love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's why I love the borderies in cognac. And some other things that are not coming to mind right now because it's too hot for me to think. But, there's a line past which, like, the flowers are just too much and they're overthrown. They're throwing off the balance. So, Beaumont in the mid '80s, we're crossing that line. A lot of a lot of the reasons I haven't liked certain mezcals or agave spirits is because it crosses that line. It just gets too floral. We're getting up to that line in a way, and we're tiptoeing it, but we're not crossing it. And that kind of makes it fun. It's ridiculously floral, but it keeps its balance. It's going to be too much for a lot of people. It's going to be way too much for a lot of people. In fact, I'm worried about what this will do with water, if it will cross that line once I add water. But right now, this is pretty damn good. A lot of mint, spearmint, but also like a hippie toothpaste thing. We're getting the mint and fennel thing. Green tobacco, again. Some parsley, oregano, a lot of herbs. Flower, like mixed kind of field flowers. And then like expensive soap and a little bit of a dryer sheet kind of thing, but nice. White pepper, some clove on this with the numbing effect. More fennel. Okay, on the finish, actually, there is some ashiness that comes out. There's a little bit of that cigarette ash thing. Along with the graininess, you've got the Yep, you've got the frosted mini wheats thing coming in. But it's really not that obvious until the finish, and you kind of pick up on it. It's really interesting. It's a little bit of a flip of this, because this, I feel like it's complex, but the complexity was in third place. This has more layers to it in some respects. It is just as much mouth presence, I would say. Really takes over your mouth, but it's about with the flowers and the herbs and stuff rather than the the grainy popsicle thing. But this is much more austere. This is much less crushable. I don't know if it's... I want to see. I'm going to add water and see what these two do, because this could go over the line, and I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But we'll add some water, and we shall find out together. And that is the fun of doing these kinds of no-notes reviews. Although I really want to find some time to just sit down and take notes of stuff again, because I've been doing like a month of no-notes reviews, and I'm starting to itch to have to write stuff down again. All right, moving on. This is another Bienvenido. Different Desilium, though. Different species. This is Cedrosanum. Cedrosanum, maybe, if it's Latin. This is lot number 2 of this Cedrosanum. Distilled December 2022, 48.37%. So it's a little bit of a step down. I have never had this species of Desert Spoon before, so it's going to be fun. Fabuloso. This smells like Fabuloso. Oh my God. That's what it smells like. This smells like the freaky purple cleaning product you mix up in a bucket to clean the counters when you had your crappy, restaurant job back in high school. Oh, that's totally what it smells like. But I like it. It's fruity. It's got a kind of like a pop rock thing meets plum. But then, but all that in the context of like cleaning product. That's so wild. Some lemon, more like lemon bars than actual lemon. Lime as well, like key lime pie. Flowers, but again, like cleaning product flowers. There's a lot of people that are going to be traumatized by this nose right off the bat. And I get that. I really do. I mean, this is a eau de vie fabuloso. And this is why this channel exists. This is so fun. All right, on the palate. I'm going to cross the line. Oh my God. Oh. That's terrific. That's gorgeous. Okay, how do I start this? So imagine, like you're having a bad day, and so you decide to take a sip of your Fabuloso, and because maybe you're not thinking about what you're doing, I don't know, or you're having a bad day, and initially you think, "Oh my God, I'm going to die. I am drinking Fabuloso," but in your mouth, the Fabuloso suddenly opens up to reveal like Tootsie Rolls, and you got the frosted mini wheats thing, and I don't even know what I'm tasting. It tastes like cigar leaf ice cream. Like this is incredible. I'm having trouble putting labels to this. Yeah, right up front, it's so floral and like lemon bars, lime, fabuloso. And it just opens up into this world of cigar and old candy and ice cream. The flowers are still there, though, and the plum is there. Pop rocks, gushers, even like this is weird stuff. I think I like it though. What do you buy for a spirits nerd who has everything? See if you can find a bottle of this. Wow. I like this a lot. I want to see what it does with water. I don't know if I'm putting words to what it's doing. There's a lot of pepper on this too. Black pepper. Wow. I'm not putting adequate words to what this is doing, but there's a lot here. This is very good stuff. Let's give that like a squirt and a quarter. And we'll move on. All right, we are back with Juan on this. Oh, this is where things get weird. Well, things already got weird, but this is an ensamble. And normally that wouldn't be super duper exciting. You say, okay, so it's a Sotol Parejo ensemble. So what desert spoons are they using? What deserians are in this? Here's the thing. There's Wheeleri and there's agave in this too. It is a blend of desert spoon and agave, 60-40 in one spirit. So it's, I made notes on this. 60% forest Wheeleri, wild harvested Wheeleri, and 40% Cenizo, which is one of those kind of fun northern area agaves. This is really cool. I really, really am excited to try this. Distilled June 2023, 46.39%. So Cenizo is actually bringing down the strength a little bit. Here we go. Wow. So what I'm getting right away is added to, well, kind of this. Let me smell this again just to get a point of comparison. Yeah. So added to this, there's a kind of an high acid cheesy element going on in this now. Now that we started introducing some agave into this. Yeah, it's like really fresh cheese, farmer's cheese even, mixed up with a little bit of lemon, a little bit of like some kind of vinegar solution, like an cane vinegar, a little bit of cane vinegar. By the way, if you're looking to spice up your cooking life, buy some Steen's cane vinegar. Steen's makes the cane syrup that we use all around the house. I've advertised for them on this channel before. They also make cane vinegar though, and that is good stuff. It's just, you can throw it into anything, and it just adds a little bit of extra character without kind of making itself known. Cane vinegar. But then behind that, you have got a lot of the same stuff going on in this first glass. You have got the spearmint, the frosted mini wheats, a little whiff of like burned expensive cigarette, white pepper, lime, a little bit of chocolate actually. Kind of like really, really dark chocolate, like Lindt 99%. Certainly smoky, but slightly floral also. Nowhere near these two. These two are like the kings of flowers on this table, but a little hint of like a wildflower thing. But yeah, I cannot get away from that kind of like cheese and and vinegar kind of character. Awesome. Let's taste this. On the palate. This is a great episode. What the hell just happened? Actually, you know what this tastes like? It's very light on the arrival in some ways. And then on the finish, it leaves like this herbal floral thing right on the middle of my tongue like a runaway, or like a tire skid or something. Wow. It tastes a little bit like a cava, honestly, like a really good Gran Reserva cava or something. You know how cava can sometimes do like the herbal floral thing? I'm sorry, I'm wine nerding out. Let me just see if I can taste this. That's so fun. Okay, so yeah, it's lots of flowers. We're starting to bring in a little bit of the dryer sheet thing again. Flowers, mixed herbs, parsley, oregano, dryer sheet. Spearmint, sure. The vinegar and cheese thing is absolutely there, but it's in the background. It's kind of just playing around the corners of my mouth. What's in the center of this is, the frosted mini wheats, herbs, flowers, spearmint, white pepper. And almost like, and there's like a fizzy sensation to this. There's some, minerality. Let's go minerality. Like fizz and minerality, like rocks. This is this is hard work. I have not tasted flavors like these very often. The quality is very high, though. Lime peel, really more like key lime peel, so a little bit floral. Dark chocolate, Maduro leaf cigar. Yeah. Tons of fun. 46.39%. I will say, like, the what is this again? The Cedrosanum kind of came out of nowhere for me. I was expecting this to steal the episode, but this is kind of stealing it, a little bit early. But this is very, very good too. And just I'm delighted to drink this because it's so different. And it's such you're combining two different species of things and fermenting them together and distilling them together. It's lots of fun. All right, and now to finish up, we have a pair of 100% agave spirits. One is from Juan again, so Juan Fernández in Madera, not to be confused with Madeira. This is all Cenizo. This is lot 1, distilled June 2023 again. Lowest ABV here, I believe, 46.02%, sorry. Fairly light on the nose, honestly. I'm getting some florals, dryer lint again. Fresh mint, not spearmint. This is just good old, herb garden mint. Black pepper, a lot of black pepper, actually. Okay, now I'm getting a little bit of cheese, it's more like a hard cheese this time, more like a like a Parmesan. No, Pecorino. It's a little bit like a Pecorino. It's a little bit more reserved, honestly. There's some chocolate creeping in, almost some like burned chocolate. Fun on the palate. Chihuahua can do flowers really well, which is a big plus for me because I love spirits that can do flowers really well. This one's fun. It's kind of... It arrives very reserved in certain kinds of ways, and then just kind of explodes into flowers and mud and dark chocolate in the middle of your mouth. Yeah. Ooh, fun. On the front, you're just thinking, oh, mezcal. Mezcal. It's mint and chocolate and a little bit of floral herbaceousness and some mud. It's mezcal. That's kind of the front action. And then as it transitions from into the mid palate and then especially into the finish, the flowers just come out and kind of take over your mouth in a very, very impressive way. This guy is... I don't know who this person, this Juan Fernández guy is, but he knows how to do mouth presence. He's just got it. Oh, but there's some lemon, it's more like a lemon twist almost in this, just to keep it bright, but like a really big lemon twist. Some rocks, wet stones. The more I drink this, the more I like it. I like all of these. I mean, these are all good. They're all radically different spirits in certain kinds of ways, and this is not as crushable as that. But these are all really impressive. I'll give that a squirt of water, and we'll come back to it. This one was 46.2, right? And now the strongest thing here to finish us off. All right, this is a Sotoleros, distilled by Tavi. I'm sure there's more to his name than that, but right now let's call him Tavi. This is lot 5, and it is agave Shrevei. I think I'm getting that name. I've never had Shrevei before, but apparently it's native to the kind of the northern part of Mexico. Distilled February 2020, 51.9%. So apparently there was a lot of sugar in this Shrevei. And let's see what this has got. Wow. Oh my, what is... What the hell? Okay, I don't know how many of you can relate, but I recently bought my daughter some new water wings. You know the things they wear in the pool to keep from drowning before they can swim. And I remember opening the package. There's an intense like plastic smell, like packed away inflatable plastic, whatever that material is. That is what this smells like. That is what this smells like. I'm trying to get other notes out of this. There's some like dry rock dust, maybe. Some black pepper. But it really, like, this really just smells like I just opened up I ordered a tent from Amazon and I opened it up, or like an inflatable mattress or something. That is what this smells like. That is it. Okay, I've never had Shrevei before, and I'm gonna just this is the one I'm imprinting on, I guess. I'm just going to associate Shrevei with inflatable plastics for the rest of my life on the palate. Very austere. Ooh. It's one of those spirits on the palate where I don't know if I like this. It's very driven by that same, like, I just felt like I tried to eat my daughter's water wings. It's still very much like in that character, or like an inflatable rubber tube or something for going down a river. But you go through and you start asking, like, is it punchy? Is it showing up on the palate? Does it have intensity? Oh yeah. Does it have length? Oh yeah. I'm still tasting this, and I just had some water. Does it have complexity? Yeah, you could ask for more there. That's probably its weak point. But this is good. It's probably very good. I don't know if I like this set of notes. Yeah, you just bit into some like fresh water wings and like inflatable, tubing tire, but with lots of black pepper on it. A little orange peel, a little lime peel, flowers, black pepper. Did I mention black pepper? Wet rocks. I don't know if I'm enjoying this, but I'm marveling at the level of quality, considering I don't know if I'm actually enjoying the effect this is having on my mouth at all. Like a lot of people, I think, who, if they were to try like Baijiu or something, I think maybe they would have this kind of reaction. This is objectively, this is just very good. Like, it's hitting all the things I'm looking for in a very good spirit, but I don't think I would want to drink a whole lot of this. There's not a lot of this out there. I think this is maybe 30 some odd bottles. I'm sure he's made more, but it's a very small batch. That being said, those of you who really enjoy plasticky, rubbery notes in your spirits, like you absolute, some of you rum nerds, I think, would absolutely get into this. Some of you hardcore, weird Scotch fans would probably get into this. Agave fans too, I guess. That's so fun. Initially, you think the plasticky, rubbery thing is like an off note, but it's actually balancing off the off note with other stuff in there. This is really interesting. This is really interesting stuff. I really wish every single one of you watching this could try this. Try all of these, really, but this one in particular, because it's challenging me as a reviewer because I don't like it, but I can also see that it's very, very good. So we'll give this a couple squirts, come back to it, see what happens. And back through. Back to the Juan's Wheeleri. I'm still tasting the Shrevei. Who named it? It doesn't. Who named that particular agave? Jesus. It doesn't sound like a Latin name. Oh, well, whatever. Moving on. Fun. Now, the Juan's Wheeleri is throwing a distinct, like, I think there was a little bit of an orange note before, but now I'm getting like a Mirabelle plum kind of thing. Like orangey plum. Oh, but you're still getting the spearmint, all the wheated whiskey goodness of this. Yeah. It's just like a big old layer of like Mirabelle jam on top of that. A little kiss of florals on top of it. These are good. On the palate. Oh, fun. So before, this was very straight, like strong mouthfeel and hedonism with complexity like a third factor. Now we've added like a mouth quenching, like almost a sour plum element to this, which makes it very, very fun. Oh, Mirabelle as well. A little bit of Mirabelle plum. This is awesome. I mean, this is just very good. Mouth presence is terrific. I mean, like, this is just hitting basically everything you want from a very, very good spirit. What would I give this? Can I get an 89 out of this? I can't do an 89. I will do an 88 plus. This is a really darn good Sotol. 88 plus. I think it's drinkable either way. Like, it gets a little bit more complexity with water, but it's absolutely phenomenal without water. So, either way. Really good stuff, 88 plus. Now we are moving into Bienvenidos, which was the same thing but more austere. Oh yeah, this was the flower monster, right? Oh god, the flowers and the herbs, it's just really overwhelming on this. But it's got that core of like, frosted mini wheats, spearmint, and chocolate, kind of holding it together. Really, really austere. And I if you haven't figured it out watching this channel, I adore austere spirits. I adore spirits that treat me like dirt a little bit, that don't want to make me happy. This one is kind of right there. But I want to see, where do the flowers go? If the flowers go over that line on the palate, I can't score this very high. But if they keep in check, like, we could have a little competition on our hands. On the palate. Son of a bitch. You know what this just did? With water, it sweetened up. The sweetness came through. So, like, this has had sweetness the entire way through. This one brings it when you add water, and it just kind of combines with that sort of aggressive floral note the dryer sheet thing. Oh, this is delicious. Mmm. And the presence is phenomenal. Let me tell you something. This one steps up a little bit with water, just a little bit. This second glass from Bienvenido steps up a lot with water. So, I mean, this is tricky one to score. It's like an 89, but it's like an 88 plus 1, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's an 89, a little bit better than this, but this one, water feels like we're close to making water a requirement because it's just this is so much more delicious. Awesome stuff. All right. But this was kind of, if not my favorite, like approaching my favorite of this first round. The what is this again? Cedrosanum, Sotol from Bienvenido. On the nose. It smelled like Fabuloso before. It still smells like Fabuloso. Oh my goodness. You know what? I just realized I should add like a flower emoji to this last one so that people know, like, because you get to like flowers to like this bottle. So here we go. Flower emoji. There we go. This one, though, I mean, I don't know if a Fabuloso emoji exists. I will find something like it. But I have to throw it in there because it smells like Fabuloso. Like there's little details in the corners, herbaceousness, minerality, pepper, citrus, fruit. But it smells like a cleaning product. And like that's going to be traumatic for a lot of you. I'm sorry, it just is. So I will need to put that emoji in the score, whatever it may be, on the palette. Sorry, message from my wife. Oh. I do like this. I might have liked this better without water. One more time. I think I like this better without water. It's still really good. It still brings a lot of really interesting fruit and just what am I tasting? But with water, the clove, there's a clove element to this that kind of comes in, along with a little bit of like an aniseed thing, which kind of is a little bit, I mean, it's fine, but it kind of like downplays some of the fruit fun that I was enjoying on the palate of this before. No, I mean, it's still very good. This is still just phenomenal spirit. But don't add water to it. It doesn't like it. So I'm going to call this an 89 minus. And I'm going to add whatever emoji I can find that is closest to Fabuloso. Because If you are traumatized by your past with Fabuloso, you will not like this, because that's what it will remind you of. But very good stuff. 89 minus. Let's move on. This is the Ensamble. This is the one where we're really pushing boundaries. Okay, I mean, really, it feels like the cheesy the vinegar cheese thing has really pushed everything off the table with water. But nice. Yeah, farmer's cheese and vinegar. Oh, but there's also some rocks. Like vague graininess. No, everything's still there. It's just kind of played down a little bit. Okay, on the palate. I'm torn. I'm torn on this. I mean, it's very good. It's a very good spirit. It's got really strong mouth presence. Like, it's really covering my mouth with minerality and like cheesy vinegary stuff and a little bit of ash. But gun to my head, I don't know if I can tell you that this is beating any of the previous three glasses. Nice texture. I mean, it's I just want a little bit more from this. A little bit more, which is annoying because this is the one I was most excited about in this whole lineup. It's just not quite bringing it for me. Not quite there. But it's still very good. So, score-wise, what am I giving this? I do think I like this better without water. It just loses a little bit of complexity with water. So I'm going to call this an 88 minus. It's still pretty good, but it's not beating any of the unmixed Sotols, which is annoying because I wanted this. I wanted to hold this up and say, "Hey, look, we're mixing categories here," and yeah, it's good, but it's not going to win this fight. Moving on. This is the Cenizo. So 100% agave. Very floral, very citrusy. Kind of some vague fruit showing up. White pepper. I am not getting the cheesy element on this from before. Okay, I might have liked the nose a little bit more without water. Maybe a little bit. I mean, it's still a nice nose, though. On the palate. mean, it's a good agave spirit. It really is. You can get a little bit of the fun, funky, cheesy thing, a little bit of floral, flowers, aniseed, herbs, grassiness. Some ash, some even a little bit of what is that? Like a pool water note, like a little bit of a chlorinated water note. Interesting. Let me try this one more. The Ensamble one more time. No, I think the Ensamble is better. I'm going to give the Cenizo on its own 87 points. Which means, for the record, all of these Sotols over here, the Desert Spoons, unmixed with agave, are beating out the two agave spirits from the same lineup, from the same bottler anyways. Good information to have. But now, the one I had the most difficulties with, let's say, the Shrevei from Tavi, bottled by Sotoleros. Let us see what we got here with water. I mean, this one was impressive to me in terms of just the points it was putting on the board, but I didn't like it. So let's see what we got now. I mean, it still smells like hot swimming equipment in summer. Like that's the smell. Oh God, it's hot, like hot inflation plastic. But no, it's got minerality. It's got rocks, a little bit of herbs in there, some florals. This one might break me. I'm not gonna lie. This one might break me on the palate. Oh. I don't like it. I still don't like it. Changes from before. Bringing a little bit of like I want to say absinthe note, but it's more like no, let's say absinthe note. A little bit of an absinthe note now, along with the plastic and the maybe a little bit of pool water, tire inner tube. I don't like it. This is not my thing. This is beyond the ken for me. I just don't like this set of flavors. But trying to evaluate it as objectively as I can, this is good. This is very good. Let me have one last sip. I will give this like I'll give it an 88. 88 points with a tire emoji. Let me like color in a tire there. Well, it's more like a black circle, but 88 tire emoji. There's a special sort of person who will adore this. And you know what? I respect you for that. I don't want to drink any more of this. I really don't. But I can respect what it is. This is very well made, and it gets an 88 tire out of 100. So yeah, that is the video of Sotol and other spirits, I guess, from Chihuahua. And yeah, let's tally this up. Coming in last place, but respectably so, is the Cenizo from Juan Fernández. 87 points. Next up is the Ensamble, also from Juan, 88 minus. And then we have got what have we got next? Right, the 88, right. The 88 tire from Tavi, from Sotoleros. 88 tire. And then the Sotols kind of generally did better for me, which is interesting. Please bear that in mind. 89 minus this Cedrosanum from Bienvenido. I like this a lot. I don't think it benefited from water. This is a fun one, though. Like, this is just, again, for the spirits nerd that has everything, buy this. Buy this. And then 88 plus for this Wheeleri from Juan. Absolutely delicious. And then 89 flour, which is really like an 88 plus flour from Bienvenido's Wheeleri. I like this a lot. It really benefits from water. And be wary that if you are not into flowers, you probably will not like this. It will probably be too much for you. And that is the video on Sotol and stuff. Thanks for watching, and cheers.